Okay, let's just get to it. Um, as with the name change for this channel, I have become uncooperative. Looking back, I used to think that my being uncooperative was a defect of my character. When all in all, through this, all the way back my entire life, I am starting to realize that it was an asset. That me not being cooperative with people is what, labeled me difficult or maybe hard to handle as a kid. But I was having poor reactions to the nonsense that was going on around me. To be uncooperative in the face of what's going on now is necessary. Even some of the people that I look back that I had hurt, and I'm starting to look back and think, the provocation, what happened, how we got to that, and how I reacted, that's not an issue either. The way that our society has become requires us to be uncooperative. It's enough. I mentioned before that if I ever signed off on this discussion about cluster B personality disorders, I would tell you about it. I think I'm there. I think we've discussed NPD ad nauseum. It's becoming stale. We know it. There's so many people that are talking about it that I think we've jumped the shark on that. We've discussed it. If you don't know what it is by now, and if you don't know the characteristics and what it does, then God help you. So, but it's gone so much further. The people that are currently in charge, and I don't like that term, the in charge, because they're really underminers of our society. They are they shouldn't be in the positions that they're in, and they didn't get there by talent. They get there by deception. And they're the ones that steer this social engineering and this crap that's going on, because things are getting progressively worse, and it's getting to a point where we're going to have to not cooperate with them. I want to be cooperative. I do when things are, when they are working for everyone, but that's not the way these people think. There was that CEO, I don't remember his name, that got smoked the other day by one of his customers, the guy that was the CEO, I guess, of the health insurance. And I don't feel any sympathy for him. I have no sympathy for that guy. Apparently, his company did not do what they said they were going to do, and I think this fellow's, one of his family members, ended up passing away because of the way this insurance company handled things. The crap that's in the food, the banking system that's not a bank, it's a fleecing, it is a fractional reserve lending. It's designed to enslave you. Our government, which they're not governing, they're not doing anything that we want them to do. I would say, I'm just guessing, and if you think this is a red-blue issue, you're just ultra retarded. It is so beyond that. They're not. About 80% of the population doesn't agree with anything that the government's doing. They are out to design and redesign systems that are keeping us in check, to keep a population in check. They're the ones they need to start getting afraid. The non-government organizations that somehow convince you that you have to put up with crap that you don't have to put up with. We need to become uncooperative. I quit paying my health insurance. I just quit paying it because when I paid the $300 or $400 or $500 a month for the one person, and then the crap medications that they put me on, this is just part of it. I don't know how far this is going to go, but the crap medications that they put me on to lower my blood pressure. And then you go and no wonder my blood pressure was high when I was hanging out with the narcopath, which it's not now. I'll tell you about that in a second. The price was higher. I had to pay more. So I have insurance. Then I got to go to this indoctrinated doctor who is nothing but a pill pusher for pharmaceutical companies. Then I get to pay more for that. Then I get to go to the pharmacy and pay more. And I go, where's the savings? Where's the insurance? And so I got off of it naturally. There are natural things. One of them is getting away from narcissistic personality, disordered people. But there's so much more that's going on. I just quit paying it. I am uncooperative with that system now. And you know what? Something might happen. I don't know. There might be some catastrophic brain tumor or something. I don't know. But these kinds of operations cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And by the time you do your copay and your percentage, you probably don't have that much money anyway. So you're probably just going to either be in debt or dead. So what difference does it make? I became uncooperative with that system. And that's the first system. That's not the last. This is just part of it. I'm starting to read the labels in the grocery stores and look at the crap that they put in here, and that some of it's not even real food, some of it's not even real meat. And you start to read these things. So we need to not buy theirs. We're going to have to rework our own system back around from what these people are trying to do. A government that's taken your tax money. You don't have any say over it. They're taking it overseas and they're blowing up kids, blowing up families, making way for their occupation that we didn't pay for. Nobody wants it. That fucking asshole. Oh, I fucking hate that guy. That Trump, who at first I thought, okay, maybe he'll straighten things out. And the second term has been a bigger disappointment than anything that I've seen so far. It's nuts, this guy's. I mean, they have got him. We know why. It's in the files. Nobody's been arrested. We have to stop cooperating with these people, even if it's in some little way. You have a right to be around the people that you want to be around, and you have a right to not be around the people that you don't want to be around. Freedom of association, it's in our government, it's in our system, it's in our Declaration of Independence, the amendments. Stop cooperating with them too. If you're the kind of person that hates my guts so much, and I'm supposed to continue to put up with it, continue to put up with your foul mouth and the shit that you say, I'm not going to cooperate. I won't frequent your business. I'm not going to get out of your way in the grocery store. I'm not going to let you in when we're driving. I'm going to make sure that anything that I can do is going to make it hard on you. It's enough that we put up with this, because people like you and people like me who have tried to play by the rules, which most of us that suffered at the hands of a cluster B personality disordered fuckhead tried to play by the rules. And that's why we got hurt. And that's why we got damaged. That's why things were, in my case, turned completely upside down. It's because I continued to cooperate with them. They don't want your cooperation. They want your cooperation because they're not going to. And it works for them. These groups of people who insert themselves into our society and start telling you how you're going to behave while they do something completely different, that shit's going to stop. It's going to stop now because we're not going to put up with it. I don't know how far it's going to go. I have no idea. But they better start rethinking what, you know what? I don't care if you rethink it. I don't care. I don't think they will. These groups of people continually overplay their hand. The internet, thankfully, is like the second printing press. The printing press suddenly made it at least a possibility where the population could read. Things changed after that. Now we have a freer flow of communication between everybody all over the world, and we're looking to see who's behind what, and it's becoming clear. It's becoming apparent. And I'm real happy for that. And they're still trying to control it. These fucking vermin are still trying to control the narrative. Don't cooperate. It's time. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I hope I'm not. I've been really careful what I've said on this channel for 10 years. I've been very, very careful not to use words that I don't think I should, and trying to not give bad advice. But you know, if I've fucked it up, put it on my life review, okay? Just put it on my life review. But I'm serious about this. This has become, it's enough. And I'm not exactly sure what to do except this one step, is that if we stop doing what they want us to do, eventually they're going to run out of steam. They're going to run out of power. And it starts there. It starts with us doing that. I gave you one thing today. I'm not paying that anymore. I'm not paying your crap. When I had to go through divorce court, this is the shit they pull. They put that wording in all of the agreements that you have to have health insurance for the kids, which it's just a waste of money. If something happens, you break an arm, you pay for it, They put it in there so that you have to do it, because if you don't pay it, you're in violation of a court order. You see how clever and cute that is, how they slip stuff like that in all the time? Then God forbid if you have to go pay with the credit card, that you're going to get the fractional reserve lending and get yourself more in debt because you had to pay their crap fees, running everything up, the middlemen. These people are insidious. Flock cameras, you want to talk about that? Oh, we're going to surveil you wherever you go. Excuse me, but I think that I think it's the Fourth Amendment that you're violating with that. Then they try to give you this other bullshit story that, oh, well, they're tracking you by your phone anyway and your other devices. Well, you know what? That's going to stop too. Okay? You're going to stop inserting and making updates in the middle of the night when people turn off tracking on their phones and then you turn it back on. This is going to end because we're not going to cooperate anymore. So anyway, I'm sure there's a whole lot more to say about this. I renamed the channel this. Tier Ravenson is Uncooperative. I'm done. And I'm not sure how we're going to undo our way out of all of this, but that's the first step. So anyway, put it on my life review. I really do appreciate y'all showing up, the handful of you that still do. I wish you health, happiness, prosperity, freedom from suffering, and that you live your lives with ease.